Hello students. Today we are starting our second unit, unit number 2, which is natural resources, ecosystem and biodiversity. In this unit, we are first studying about natural resources. In natural resources, we will see first forest and land resources. So first of all, we will see what is natural resources. Any component of natural environment that can be utilized by living organisms for their survival and directly form the natural environment are called as natural resources. These are the example of natural resources is sunlight, air, water, plants and animals, soil and minerals, etc. The classification of natural resources can be categorized by biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources means living resources and abiotic resources means non-living resources, which in biotic resources forest, wildlife, animals, agriculture, fish, all these components includes in biotic resource, means these all components are living components. And in abiotic resources, land, water, minerals, metals, natural gases are included. The natural resources is divided into another two categories, which is based on its renewability, which is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Further, renewable resources are resources that can be renewable within short period, and non-renewable resources which cannot be renewed, or can be renewed within a long time. That resources is known as non-renewable resources. In non-renewable resources, there are two categories: recyclable resources and non-recyclable resources. Now we can see what are the forest resources. Here is the definition of forest. A forest is defined as an ecosystem by trees and other woody vegetation. The FAO, means Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, has defined forest as a land with tree crown, cover of more than 10% and area of more than 0.5 hectare is treated as forest. Here is some important terminology. We can see here what is deforestation. Deforestation means the process or the act of long-term permanent loss of forest cover is known as deforestation. And afforestation means the conservation measure against the deforestation is known as afforestation. Third one is reforestation, the act of planting new trees in an area or region where they were cut previously. This slide is totally informatory slide. In this slide, the Indian scenario of forest resources is given, means total area of forest is covered by 32,87,263 kilometers. From that, here different forests divided into different areas. These are the different types of forest which come in different region, means in different states. You can see here in our Gujarat region, tropical deciduous types forest are here. Importance of forest. We can see here how forests are important to us. First one is the protective function. In protective function, Forests are important as they can prevent soil erosion. They can prevent the soil from floods, from radiation, from noise, smells, and filtration. Second function is productive function, means forests are given gums, resins, medicines, katha, honey, bamboos, timbers, and other foods to us. Third one is regulative function. Also, forests are important as an regulative functions because they are absorbing CO2 and emitting oxygen. And they are also regulating the carbon cycles, droughts, and floods. And they are also helpful to maintain the atmosphere temperatures. These are the use of forests, means for how forests are useful to us. They are useful as a regulatory function of global climate and temperature. They can reduce the global warming. They are producing oxygen. They are also conserving the soil. They are preventing this soils from erosion. They improve fertility of soil. They also controlling the water flow. They are absorbing noise and absorbing also air pollutions. Economical importance of forests or uses of forest products. First product is timber product. Timber product is useful as making the furniture, houses, and in building we are also using for construction purpose. And from other items, for other items, we are also preparing boats, bridges, railway sleepers from timber. Also, timber is useful as fuel wood. And other raw materials based on timber we are also using is in industries, means raw material of timber we are also using. Then we are using bamboo for floor making, baskets, and other wooden block. And then the timber products, some timber products also provides food, fruits, root, and leaves of plants and trees, and other products like resin, gums, some oils, fibers, medicine, katha. All things are provided by forests. So here next topic is deforestation. What is deforestation? It is a long-term permanent loss of forest cover. This means how deforestation are caused. How deforestation is caused. Then degradation of environment, population exploration, growing food demand, firewood, raw material for wood-based industry, infrastructure development, forest fire, natural resources, and mining activity. These are the main causes of deforestation process. The effects of deforestation process are destruction of natural resources, increase the soil erosion due to reduction of vegetation cover, reduction in oxygen in the atmosphere due to decreasing in numbers of trees, increase in pollution due to burning the fuel wood, and less fixation of CO2 by plant, because when we are doing deforestation, automatically plants the numbers of plants are decreasing. That is why also global climate changes happens, changes in hydrological cycles, means hydrological cycles gets imbalancing. uh, Deforestation also causing deforestation also cause lowering of the water table due to more runoff. Next point is afforestation. Afforestation, we have seen previously, the conservation measure against the deforestation is known as afforestation. The main objects of afforestation is to control the deforestation, to prevent soil erosion, to regulate rainfall, to maintain temperature, to promote plant uses of wasteland, and to protect forest ecosystem. Second topic is the land resources. Land is the part of lithosphere, and it is covered 30% of total of earth. And here uses of earth land resources, we can say by food production, or we can say agricultural productivity, living species, industrial purpose, residential purpose, commercial purpose, energy purpose, and waste disposal purpose. Here is a pattern of land uses given in India and as well as on total earth. Land use pattern is given. Land use pattern is divided into agriculture, forest land, and urban and non-agricultural land. Here is different percentage is given. We can see here agricultural land use is 11% of total earth, and in India it is 43% of total Indian geographical area. Same as forest resources is 30%. In India it is 10.7%. Urban and non-agricultural land, it is 37% of total earth area, and 5.3% in India. Desertification. Desertification is the process by which fertile land becomes increasingly arid and unproductive, transforming into desert-like condition. The factors affecting why the desertification increasing day by day, that is deforestation, overgrazing by livestock, unsustainable agricultural practice, and climate changes also important. Climate change also plays a important role for increasing desertification. Effects of desertification. There are lots and lots of effects happens due to desertification, like loss of livelihoods, reduced food security, increased poverty, soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, increase in sandstorm, decreasing water table, climate change, global warming, water cycle breaks down, and extinction of plants and animals. Control of desertification. We can control the desertification problem by raising awareness of this problem. We can solve this problem by doing reforestation, by doing soil and water management. We can also control the desertification. Then we can rotate the crop production, and by this way also we can control the desertification. Developing sustainable agricultural practices and policies aimed at reducing human impact on the environment, means some policies can be generated, and by this policy we can also controlling this desertification problem. Thank you.